wind elements that are going to use fire.
This is one of those games with the counterintuitive counter-element system, isn't it?
Yes. It's well, I know water isn't good against fire. Is it wind against fire? No, it is water against fire. Dude, I can't remember this. It's like I'll remember it when I see it, but I can't remember it right now.
Okay, so save.
Yes. You guys just screwed me up. I've got to do the setup first. All right. So we need to put.
Remind you to save. We got back to the same spot.
Yes, you're right. I didn't think that through. I do apologize. I should have thought that through a little bit more than I did. I'd like to keep fireproof on if I can. I don't need that. Okay, so I don't need that either. She hasn't learned antidote yet, or the antidote bracelet yet. So we can switch that over. She can just hang on to that. It's a bit of a pain because I've got to like put that on and take it off every time now, but it's not worth going off and learning it individually. Okay, he's got poison, petrify, persistence, double item, poison, petrify. No. Dude, doesn't she have either? Okay, that's not a disaster, but that's pretty bad. She might get poisoned during this fight. Wait, did I just not see that? Dude, I'm really losing it now. This has gone way too long. It's already on, goddamn. What am I missing then?
No,
Poison?
You have anti-poison and
No, she's fine. She's fine. Okay, good. We're good. It's fine.
Squad, please.
Yeah, I'm tired. All right, it's hard. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. She's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're all good except Seth has to hang on to the antidote brooch. Thank you. It actually is right now. Oh no, I've got to put Tolton in. I'm not quite ready yet. We're almost there. If I can learn to menu. 8.5 hours into a run. Plumes, yes. Petrified poison. Swap Tolton. Check equipment. I've already done that. Let's go. Yes.
I have years of practice being a younger brother. Extremely annoying.
Now, you know what really scares me? Someone running a marathon. You keep saving into slot 1, and I have these visions of a power outage in the middle of a save.
Yeah.
You ever watch me during a marathon? I alternate save slots.
I do have like other save slots that I can use. Obviously not from this run, but like if the absolute worst happens and I've got to like start from the middle of disc 4 or something again, I can do that from another save. But I would say that if something like that happened at this point, we would just have to say that the run's over since I'm already overestimate.
Well, then there's always the possibility like power goes off on that perfect frame, and we get beneficial memory corruption.
Yeah. Just smash this game.
Wait, why do I have 99 of every item?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, what you
And
mean is,
all
hey, I have 99 every item. We're going.
And all of a sudden you beat this game in 0.00 in-game time. Alright, so this is a fight that I sort of need to concentrate on. He's immune to most magic. I'm going to be throwing a lot of power drinks and abusing persistence a lot. I need to get a power drink on everyone here. All of the casters are basically useless. You can deal some damage with them, but it's not really worth it. You may as well just set yourself up so that you can get your physical attackers going, because the attack animation's faster. He's got a really high magic defense even when he isn't absorbing everything, and yeah, you're just better off using the physical attackers. Sed still doesn't have persistence, so he's sort of temporary in this fight. We want him to survive as long as possible, obviously, because he's still my best damage dealer, but once he dies, it's not worth reviving him, because you can't really revive and heal him on the same turn, so every time you revive him, he just gets killed again immediately. So this fight eventually is going to be taken out by Kime, Seth, and Tolton, all on 1 HP for pretty much the entire last half of the fight, which is, it's pretty hairy looking, but it should be all under control as long as I don't forget the persistence switch when I need to do it. Yeah, he does too. So yeah, ideally, to get Sed back to being really useful again, you would want to throw on, you'd want to Angel Plume him, heal him, and throw a Power Drink on him all in the same turn. Which with double item isn't really a problem, but you can't target him with other items on the turn that you revive him. So I got a little bit of good luck there. He opened with all Flaris, which meant that my front rowers still have Fireproof on, so they didn't get hurt by that. It pretty much doesn't make any difference unless somehow Sed survives the first Ultimate Ray, and that just ruined that chance of ever happening, because all my GC is gone now. It would have been incredibly, I don't think I've ever seen it happen before. It's, he would have to do that Forceus on the back row, which is pretty much impossible. Yeah, exactly. It's possible on paper, but yeah, there's no way. It's like, it's not completely unreasonable, but it's pretty close to it. But yeah, this is the reason, this fight is the reason that all of this extra physical attack stuff that I went out of the way for exists. It's basically for this fight because all magic attacks are basically useless against this guy. You can use a bit of gamble, but it doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as these physical attacks. So even only having 3 people alive at the end of this fight is, ooh, that was handy, is much better than trying to keep people alive and you know, basically just wing the entire second half of the fight. Alright, so I've got to be really careful and make sure I keep that Antidote Brooch on, because Poison will kill me in the final fight. It's really important for this, but I want to keep it on just in case I forget to do it when I start the next fight. And he should be fine to attack. I believe this is going to be Ultimate Ray. I've got to stop persistent glitching Sarah too, because I actually don't need to. She's completely pointless at this point in the fight. Her only point in the fight was because I had to use. But there wasn't anyone. Did I actually attack with her? Okay, whatever. That's how much attention I'm paying to this. Oh, that means. Oh no, that's okay. I thought for a minute that I had a bit of a brain melt. I thought that meant she didn't end up using the persistent glitch, but she did. So this time, I'll just leave her alone, tell her to defend, and she'll die, and that way I won't have to deal with her menuing. Save the frame. It's probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 seconds every time I want to use the persistence glitch on her, so... It's better just to have her dead, that way I don't have to remember to do quite as many. Yeah, the old version of this fight before the persistence glitch was found was super hairy because you basically did this exact same strat except we didn't actually use the persistence glitch. So we just expected people to die over and over and over again. And then we just revive them and then they get another kick of persistence out of that. And basically you had to play this fight in a way where like 2 people were dying and then another 2 people were dying over and over and over again. And they'd like revive each other over and over again. Because of the persistence glitch, this fight went down from about 20 minutes down to about 8. So it's really significant. Ray charge is really good because I always know I can just hold the button down. See you, Sarah. We knew you well. I'm and Seth are immune to fire, so I can ignore those 2 for this one. Actually, yeah, that's fine because I've got the skill on, but I do have to do Tolton. Of course, it's fine. Dude, you really look like Tolton. Tolton, right?
Yep.
It's really hard to remember when you're this freaking tired. Yeah, it's really weird. I think there's a slightly random element to it, but I definitely know that I've gotten 35 4 times and had 2 different results on either side. I've had it work twice and not work twice. So whether or not the countdown timer is an accurate representation of time or not, I'm not sure. But I know that for a fact that if you get the same number, you don't necessarily get the same result. It could be too, actually. That's something I've never even considered. Yeah, it's. I always like that. These things, like they feel the same to hit regardless of what character it is. But yeah, there does seem to be a slightly odd element to it that seems to randomize it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's meant to be a visual thing. You're meant to let go of the trigger in between the outer ring and the very next one in. And it's. I thought I forgot him. It's yeah, but because it's a visual thing, you would think that the timing would be the same regardless of the character. But that's something I've never even considered, and it very well could be the case. All right, so that was the real final boss. I'm basically done now. I don't think I can screw anything up from this point, but famous last word. I'm going to be pretty careful on this last fight. To give you an idea, like Luminous Magic Beast is like the last thing in my notes. I've got nothing for this final fight. It's pretty gimmicky, especially the first phase. This final boss fight's got two phases, and the first one is very much a gimmick fight. And I'll be sort of exploiting a bit of a damage mechanic in it. Oh, dude, I have made one mistake. It's not a terrible mistake, but it's going to slow this fight down a little bit. What I haven't done is I haven't equipped Ultimate Analysis on anyone, so I can't actually see what element he is. So I've just got to guess. It's not a complete disaster. He doesn't absorb any of them. But it does mean that I'm just going to have to deal with about like 50% less damage. There you go. No, there's no accessory that gives you either factual analysis or ultimate analysis. So I'm just going to be throwing random bombs. It's sort of it does mean that I'll save time in menuing because you do have to spend a fair bit of time bumming around switching menus, but. Apart from that, it's going to be, I don't know, it'll probably be a couple of minutes slower, but that's going to be about it. Oh yes, yeah, this is a fantastic song. I'm really glad that Rini chose it. So I picked the wrong element, man. I've got a 1 in 4 chance, basically. The idea with this fight is that I want to take out, I actually don't know how much HP it is. Normally I'd want to throw 3 rounds of bombs at him to deal enough damage. Sorry, 2 rounds of bombs to take out enough damage. Because I haven't got the right element, I'm going to throw 3 rounds instead. And that will basically hit all of his HP triggers and will mean that he will just basically go through all of his little gimmicky things that he does during this fight all in one big go. One super duper safety thing that I'm going to do is use the persistence glitch here. I really don't need to, but I'm a little bit worried and I don't want to lose any more time than I already have. So we're just going to quickly jump into everyone's menu and do it one more time just to make sure I can survive 1 extra attack. He doesn't absorb any of them, so that's why this isn't really a big deal. He doesn't actually get healed by any of these. It's just a time-saving thing, picking the right element. Yeah, it'll do about 50% more damage. So they normally hit for about 1800, and I'm doing about 1200. I'm actually quite surprised. It's actually not in my notes to put ultimate analysis on. I actually usually learn it ages and ages back here, and I did have the skill link to ultimate analysis there, but I forgot that. But I don't know, we've worked around it. It'll be fine. Spud, please. Alright, so one more round of bombs, and then I'll just basically be defending until he uses all of his HP triggers. HP trigger abilities, I should probably say. I'll try and save some ground as bombs, I suppose, just so I don't have to like menu everything again. But basically, during the entire game, like the Immortals have had this certain mechanics to them that oh, there you go. Chose the right one at the time where it was completely pointless because I've already thrown 3 rounds of bombs. Yeah, the Immortals have had this mechanic where after 3 turns of being dead, they will automatically revive themselves because they're Immortals. But because of this area that I'm in at the moment, that doesn't apply here. So having people dead is actually a pretty significant thing. Fortunately, this gimmick fight isn't too bad, and as long as you deal enough damage to him, he's going to spend all of his time casting all of these HP trigger abilities. So after this, I'm just going to defend, and he's going to go through the rest of his abilities. There's going to be a few like really weird looking abilities that he'll go through, and I shouldn't take really any damage from any of them, just because of the way that I'm set up. But then basically the final fight, the final phase is basically exactly the same, except it has no gimmick. You've just got to beat him straight up. Oh, Pain Surge is actually going to do a bit of damage, because Kaim still has the Platinum Gauntlet on, apparently. Pain Surge brings you down to 1 HP. It usually just sits there and does 0. No, I believe I have tested that. But it doesn't really matter because of what he's about to do now. Yep. Game over. Sorry guys. Run failed. No. No, it's all good. I'm fine. It's fine. Thanks, Jensen. Yeah. I swear it wasn't deliberate. Okay, this is the last gimmick spell that he's got, and then we'll do the final boss fight. So the final phase usually takes about 4 minutes. Because of the bomb thing, I'm expecting it to take about 6 or 7. I'll probably have to do a little bit of extra healing and stuff like that. I've got plenty of blooms there, so I can last pretty much as long as I need. And yeah, so Gongora has infinite power now, so you know, there's no point fighting him. It was a great speed run. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Alright, let's make him divide by 0.
Yeah.
Bombs.
Yeah. It's something I've actually got to try. I've got to work out. But someone made the point a while ago that it seems like a lot of these guys say "okay" when they throw an item, and someone pointed it out to me recently that I think it's only the Immortals that say "okay" when they throw it, because Sed says "here," and I can't remember the other ones, but I'm pretty sure we remembered another one that doesn't say "here" when they throw an item. It'd be the weirdest thing if just for some reason all of the Immortals say the same thing and everyone says something different. I honestly can't remember what Cook and Max say when they use items there. Yeah. Alright, so there's a couple of bad abilities that Gongora has in this phase. He has Death, and he has Manipulate, which will take, for various reasons, will take one of my people out of the party. Obviously, Death is for Death, and Manipulate will take over one of my people and like use them against me. Manipulate is particularly bad because once I'm in Persistence territory, the manipulated person can finish off someone who's just used their Persistence. So hopefully we won't run into too many of those, but apart from that, nearly every other spell is completely innocuous because persistence will take care of it. But I want to hopefully, before I have to start, using persistence on everyone in every turn, I'd like to hopefully have him down. Usually, if you're using the right bombs, it's really not that much of a problem. If he keeps using Pain Surge, that's not really a big deal though. I should be able to handle one more before I have to use persistence, I think. Oh, not quite.
Nope.
Not quite. Thought I was going to be able to handle that, but not quite. That's okay. Ooh, I'm gonna put that back on. Okay, I actually have no idea. I think it starts again because it goes to the sort of orchestral music towards like in between the two parts. But I'm not actually 100% sure on that. Either way, I've got no problem with it. I love this song. Yes, like within a minute and a half or so. Pain Surge again, that's fine.
And I guess someone should have been watching. Is the video stream still running?
Oh, mana herbs.
Yeah, I guess I could go into the chat, but it was so much easier just to ask Welcome. Okay, he was standing beside the computer. I, on the other hand, would have had to have moved. I would have had to have lifted the lid and picked a few keys. I know. I'm glad you see it my way.
You know, you probably should have just trolled him for that.
Oh, yeah, actually.
I don't.
In fairness, I might have deserved that one.
Yeah, normally I'd have a much better idea on how much health he's got, but because of the somewhat random element of me not knowing exactly which of these bombs has been working, which ones haven't. I think most of them I've been picking wrong. I don't really know how many turns it's going to take. He should be pretty close now though. I think maybe one or two more turns the bombs should do it.
Yeah, I think you've picked correctly one round.
Awesome. I'm like mishmashing now. Oh, yes, thank you. I did remember that just then. I was in save the frames mode for a second there. Yes. I was actually trying to keep a really close eye on his animation because you can actually tell when he's in low HP. But he's not quite there yet. So it's probably going to take 2 more rounds. Oh, ground, and I've only got 2 grounds left. So these 2 will be glorious. And then all of these will be bad again. That's okay. He hasn't cast Death or Manipulate on anyone though, so even though I've had to persist with everyone every turn, it's been pretty good. I think all he's done is Pain Surge actually. Which isn't the best thing you can do, but... Oh, I think that was it. I can't quite hear the sound. You can actually tell ahead of time. Yeah, that's time. So that was Lost Odyssey, people. Thank you very much. I'll take it. It's fine. I'm sorry that I was overestimate, but hopefully, at least it wasn't incredibly far overestimate. And thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks for donating. Thanks to you guys especially for. I used to have at the start of when I pitched this, I had 5 commentators for this game. It was looking like I was going to have to choose people. And then the time come around and I was like, well, these people can't make it. This person has to go to bed. This person also has to go to bed. Okay. So it was very nice of you guys to hang around for my run, even though you guys probably haven't played it, I'm willing to guess, for the most part. It's a pretty obscure game.
I have the game. I haven't played it much. I pretty much played the first hour or so.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's pretty insignificant, and it was years ago, so I don't even remember it well.
Yeah, cool.
It's like, I picked it up, I was going to start playing it, and then something happened, like I went on vacation or something, and I didn't get back
just lost
to
the
it.
motivation, yeah.
Okay.
That's fair enough. I would ask whether or not there was enough time to show the wedding cutscene, but I think I've already taken enough time, so I'll just...
This is definitely a game I plan on
we're
playing,
starting
though.
to drop a
Drop
little
behind, yeah, that's
so,
cool.
yeah, Religion said he'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, cool.
So I guess
Yeah.
let's do sort of whatever we need to get the area prepped, but otherwise... Oh, can you mute the labs? We're about to take them off.
I think this is the end.
I'm going to get some food and go to the bathroom.
I'm so glad that you made a guy like me feel like an honorable man. If only for a little while.
No! You have to get out!
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Jensen! I can't move. We'll be okay. Mom is waiting for us.
Yep.
I'm sure we'll see you.
All right, well, thanks for watching Lost Odyssey, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to begin the changeover to the DS. Because we're using the gaming computer as part of the DS setup, I'm sure that hilarity will certainly ensue because it's the first use of the gaming computer at this marathon. So wish us luck, and we will be back as soon as possible after these commercials to get everything in order for Pokemon White 2.
And now we cut off the extremely dramatic cutscene.
Alright. Get this plugged in.